Drivers, you already know something is wrong, right? You already know this. Your miles dropped, your loads dried up, your pay looking funny, and it all started right after you spoke up to your dispatcher. You said no, or you even refused to do something unsafe like driving illegal, allegedly. But that's not just bad luck that you're having with this company. I feel that this is total retaliation by this company. Let's talk about it.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
So drivers, you need to hear this clearly. Retaliation in trucking rarely shows up loud and obnoxious. It shows up quiet. It shows up slow. It shows up calculated. You don't get fired right away, but they'll squeeze you. They will starve you. They will frustrate you until the point you want to say, fuck it, I'm about to leave. And when you do finally walk away, they be the ones that act confused and everything. They be like, why? I thought it was a good company. I thought this was all great for you. No. After they say all that, they say this. They say, oh, well, you had performance issues. They say that you abandoned the company or the truck for that matter. Or they'll just simply say you was a problem child. See, this is the game they play, drivers. Carriers like Russian-owned black op companies
I've been dealing with those sneaky Russian dogs
out in Illinois know that most of you drivers don't know your rights. They know that you react emotionally. They know that most drivers don't even document anything. That's how retaliation starts. It feels kind of personal, but it's business to them. See, this isn't about a theory, right? It's more so about your survival in this trucking game. It's more so about you protecting your CDL, your money, and your future. You got to think about all of that in this game. 5 things that you should watch out for when it comes to noticing the retaliation of these companies. Number 1,
identify the signs.
You got to identify the signs. See, you don't just get a retaliation notice. You get a pattern. It starts by miles disappearing, loads you always run not being available, your dispatch ghosts you, your check doesn't match your miles, write-ups is coming out of nowhere, right? Nothing obvious, nothing you can point at right away. And see, drivers, that's on purpose. See, they want full plausible deniability. They want to say freight is slow. They want to say it's seasonal. They want to say it's your attitude, driver. But listen, I'm going to tell you, if your gut right here says something changed after you spoke up about something, you got to always trust your gut right here. Number 2,
do not panic or argue.
Do not panic and definitely don't argue. See, this is the hard part because retaliation always triggers anger, right? You want to call them out. You want to go on social media and call them out so bad. You want to argue. You want to demand answers.
down in places you don't talk about at parties. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Right? That's exactly how these company operates, and that's exactly what they want. See, once you lose your cool, they document that. Now the story becomes about your behavior, right? What I want you to do, drivers, is do like stay up under the radar, stay boring, stay professional, short responses only, no emotional texts, and no threats. See, you're not trying to win an argument. Basically, what you're doing is building leverage for yourself.
People like that, corporations like that, they have all the money, they have all the power, and they use it to make people like you go away. Right now, you're suffering under an enormous weight. We provide Leverage.
Number 3, drivers.
Document everything.
Document, document, document. Document everything. Documentation is king, not just in trucking, but in any industry that you work in. Document is king. If you don't save it, it didn't happen. See, this is where drivers fail the most, right? You gotta screenshot your texts, ELD remarks, dispatch conversations and or changes, rate confirmations, pay stubs, write-ups, anything that's dealing with the job. Make sure you have it documented all the time. And this is for owner operators, even though I'm not an owner operator, but you should already know this. But for new owner operators that don't know this, you need to lock this down. Lock it down. Save every rate con, save every canceled load, save proof of when freight suddenly dries up. That would give you leverage right there. Company drivers. Now, this is for you because I'm a company driver. See, you guys is not off the hook here. Listen up. Save your write-ups, save your payroll stubs, save messages that show tone changes in your dispatch and or company. See, for all those that don't know, your phone is your best legal protection right now. Number 4,
Establish a timeline.
establish a timeline. This is what most carriers hate. A clean timeline kills their excuses, all of it. See, you refuse something unsafe on a Monday, your miles drop on a Tuesday, your pay change on a Friday. A write-up appears the following week for whatever reason. That sequence right there, drivers, that sequence matters. See, retaliation cases live and die on order of events, not just feelings, not opinions, it's facts, right? See, you're not proving intent. You're proving cause and effect. Number 5,
Prioritize your future.
definitely prioritize your future. Now, here's the truth that nobody likes to say, but I am going to tell you. Staying loyal to a bad carrier can ruin your career. So if you're the ones that's over here talking about, well, this carrier is the best carrier in Illinois, this carrier is the carrier you should run for, that's the carrier that's going to ruin your driver's license. It's going to ruin your career in trucking. It's going to ruin your life.
Russians. Should have known.
I'm telling you, walking away does not mean that you lose any of your rights. It does not mean retaliation disappears, though. It also does not mean that you failed at anything. Sometimes the smartest move is leaving with your documentation intact. Keep that in mind. Your CDL is worth more than any dispatcher. Your safety record matters more than any load that these companies can give you. Your mental health status matters more than any contract that you sign. No carrier is worth sacrificing your future for anything. So, drivers, you're not paranoid. You're not weak. And you're definitely not imagining it if it's happening to you. Retaliation in trucking is real. It's common. And it thrives on silence and fear. The moment you stop reacting and start documenting, the power dynamics shifts in your favor. The moment you protect yourself instead of arguing the narrative, it changes everything. You don't need permission to protect your livelihood, right? You don't need approval to walk away. Just do it. But when you do, you got to move smart, you got to move calm, and never forget that this industry will always replace a truck driver in a truck tomorrow. But you, driver, only get one CDL.